advice would you give to the future, not just pro wrestlers, but also Fed owners?
Treat this like a game. Nobody's getting paid. I think the only person in pro wrestling getting paid right now is LXM, and that's because he actually made a game. But I see too many people come in and try to host specifically to be like the number one show. And keep in mind, I come from 2010. Like the stuff that we have now, we wish we had back then. Like the social media, this podcast, all this stuff, pyro, music, even the type of like the way you're able to uh, kind of be yourself a little bit more and show it off. Like we didn't have that. We kind of just use our imagination. So the idea of being number one was just a foreign concept to us. Um, and we had fun. Like that's the era that I came up in. Like I spent most of my days just having fun. That's why I still do it now. I still can. I go to those places that I just listed because I can get fun, and a lot of other people feel the exact same way. And that's how you enjoy your time, not just in pro wrestling, but just on Roblox or just in your day. Some people just want a good way to relax and just have fun with their friends. And you can't do that if you're trying to think about being number one and you got to do things like this. You got to go through uh, joining this faction or this corporation. It's like no one's getting paid for this. Have fun with it. It's still a game. People get on my neck because I'm 23 years old and I'm still on this game. But you go on Twitch and there are people like in their 30s still playing games and having fun, which is to me like remarkable just because that's how games are. Like they're an escape. It's fun. You don't join to be. I don't. I wasn't in pro wrestling at first to be number one. Obviously, as the years have changed, that's obviously you always want to be number one. But when I started, that wasn't the case. Every Fed owner should focus on just making sure that you make something that people would want to spend their day in, not to get over or get a bigger following on social media, but just something that if they play it, they're gonna feel like they had a good day. The places that I went to when I was really young, like WWRE and RXW and all these other places, not RWU, because they spawned this idea, in my opinion. Um, they focus on just having fun and enjoying the time, like enjoying time with friends. And I think a lot of places need a return to that because people try too hard to be something. They try too hard to be like a Damon or or an Isaac now or just some other role wrestler. I just want to be Edge. Like you every time. Like I just posted it today when I won the Chamber. I wore red gear just like Edge did when he won the Rumble or the Chamber in 2009. For ironically enough, the exact same title, and that's why I have fun with it. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to spawn more deep pains to like make a cult around. I just want to be like Edge. He's my favorite wrestler, and it's fun. So I think just go back to doing why the reason why I did VCW for an analogy is because I wanted to do all the things that I enjoyed about wrestling, and that was like ECW. You know, it was like the extreme, random, wild, fast-paced, never a pause stuff that you would see in ECW or in the Attitude Era. That's why I did it, not to be number one. Um, and I had a lot of fun doing it. It was stressful. Don't get me wrong. Any host is going to feel a lot of stress, whether you're successful or not. Even if you're more successful, it's even more stressful. Um, but you just have more fun doing the stuff that you actually enjoy instead of focusing on, oh, what's going to get me noticed by the RWA? Or I'm sure if I have this champion, um, then I know I'm gonna have someone stream it and things like that. Like just have fun with it. You only have so many hours in a day, let alone a year. Like a year just passed. And I wonder how many people in pro wrestling who were deemed as number one really had fun. You know, I had fun because I went to the places I actually enjoyed. If I tried to go the other route and go to certain places that people deemed as the number one, um, I'd have a hell of a time enjoying myself. I'd be personally, and I did that before. Went going to places where I just did not have fun, and I hated it. So I stopped that. I went to places that I actually have friends in that I enjoy, and I'm really happy now, no matter what people say. So just have fun with it.
Thanks for watching that video, and hey, if you like what you see, we've got tons of content right here on the Roblania Network. We hope you like, comment, and subscribe.